Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reason, season, or lifetime. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Consider your foundation. You are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. All right. Are we thinking of transitioning out of a relationship, breaking it off? Maybe this person was only in your life for a reason or a season, not a lifetime. Three of Wands. So this is about having patience, preparing and waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. So this could be you considering your future here. Like, do you really want to stay where you're at, be where you're at, be who you're with, stay with who you are right now, or you know what I mean, stay with the person that you are right now. Four of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles reversed, sorry, the Empress reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Five of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, good Lord, lots of cups, okay. Page of Cups reversed. Okay. All right. I will clarify where it makes sense to do so. So right now, you, Scorpio, are probably holding down the fort. You're probably in self-protection mode. Or your security and stability and just, you know, holding on to that money and hunkering down and kind of safeguarding those material possessions or your material security for the future. And the challenge is to be open, to I feel like you're shut down. I feel like the challenge is to have that passionate interest in something, to have some kind of interest and pursuit and wanting to discover and learn things and explore. That is a challenge for you right now. Your advice is to work, let's see, this is hard, because we've got working with somebody. This is about teamwork, right? But it's clarified by codependency. So, hold on, let me see what that is, because I feel like this is saying you need to get out of a rut because you're not feeling creative or abundant or connected at all. And you need to get out of, you need to find something to work on, a project, something to maybe even work with somebody to get out of this rut that you're in. Could be you need to work with your partner too. What's this Empress reversed and this Three of Pentacles? What is that? Yeah, we got the victim here. So somebody is, and this is saying it's you, Scorpio, so I'm just saying, but it could be that there's some victim thinking here, that there's some codependency that needs to be addressed. And instead of being passive aggressive or maybe, you know, just not working with your partner, like undermining, you need to work with your partner. And maybe you two need to learn how to come together. However, if you're considering, do I really want to be with this person? It might be because of that. This might be talking about them being codependent and victim-y and just kind of passive aggressive and undermining everything and doing everything to, and that's probably why you're doubling down on the security and mental stability. You're like starting to kind of hoard and maybe squirrel away things for the future because you don't know if you want to be with this person anymore because it says your advice for you, Scorpio, and it could be that, you know, work with the person. But if somebody's being codependent or passive aggressive, it's really difficult to work with somebody like that. So I can see why you're wanting to squirrel things away and get things situated, because you're starting to doubt your time with this person. Your partner's advice is they need to stop being stubborn and passive aggressive and lazy. They need to get off their ass and they need to get a job, or they need to not be so nitpicky and controlling and perfectionistic. Either way, they need to work with you. And they need to agree, whatever's bothering them, they need to work through it. They need to stop being closed off and stubborn and stagnant and shutting down, and they need to deal with how they're feeling. Either talk about it, deal with it somehow, but they need to stop being a little can't say it. This is somebody that needs to recognize how they're feeling and deal with it, so that as not to create a burden on everybody else, because this could be about just being stubborn and shutting down. It could be about somebody who's lazy, bored, perfectionistic, all those things, because they're not happy and they're disappointed and they're starting to lash out and they're being passive aggressive about things. Simple advice, simply put, don't do that. It's your partner, Scorpio. Your lesson to learn is, well, this talks about a soulmate relationship and love, and your partner's lesson is to be loving. So this is about you. Maybe this is a patient, somber stance, like, okay, well, I'm just going to wait and see, because right now I'm thinking, do I really want to be with this person? Because I'm not sure if I love them anymore. And that your lesson is, when you're not feeling it, you're allowed to leave. When you're not, you don't have to put up with this. And everybody's going to say, well, that's not commitment. You bet your ass it's not. I don't want to be committed to, having to drag a brick around. I mean, who wants that? People get like that sometimes because we all go through something. But if this is somebody's default and you're trapped, and no. So it's okay to not, it's okay to fall out of love. It's okay to not choose the person anymore. It's okay to let go. And when you're not in love, you don't have to stick around out of guilt. You don't have to stick around because someone's making you feel guilty, or they're passive aggressive, or they're playing the victim and they make you feel guilty. Nope. And they're codependent and they make you feel like if you go, they won't have anything, or what am I going to do? Figure it out. Easier said than done. I know. And it sounds like I'm judging. I probably am. I don't like that. I think that's cruel when you control somebody like that. When there's always that hanging on, or you always have something 3 months out in the future. Okay, once I get to this point, then we're going to break up. But then they're always putting something. I watch my sister go through that. It's hard to watch the control that people will go to great lengths to keep somebody in their corner for their purposes. So when you are not in love anymore, it is okay. However, this speaks to this right here, though. It speaks to not being in sync with somebody. Now, perhaps I'm just on my high horse, but this speaks to your lesson to learn is to love. However, I think this is more acknowledging when you're not on the same page, because this is about unified, harmonious love, right? This is about unified partnership, attraction, that love. When this is no longer, it hasn't been for a while, if not ever, it's okay to let it go. You don't have to respond to someone trying to make you feel guilty. Your partner needs to learn to relate to others in a balanced way, not in a victim, codependent way. They need to be open, and they need to be able to take criticism. They need to be, not that that's what love is, but I mean, they just need to be in a place where they can be receptive to, they need to be emotionally mature, basically. And they need to be secure enough within themselves to where they can risk being vulnerable and give. They need to be loving. Instead of controlling and codependent and guilt and stubborn and passive aggressive and guilty and just all that. All right. Sorry, Scorpio. Sorry. Get a little frustrated. Page of Cups reversed. This is the outcome. This is more manipulation. This is more of this. So if you stay with this person while this goes unaddressed, okay, while their business goes unaddressed and this subterfuge, their issues dragging you down goes unaddressed. It's just going to be more of the same. Tantrums, emotional immaturity, blocks in communication to where you're just sharing the same house, but you're not really communicating or connected in a loving way. This is excellent roommates with a seething indifference underneath the surface. So for this particular person, you were with them for a reason, and that was to learn to not feel guilty for somebody else's lack. All right, Scorpio, hold on a minute. Get off my high horse, right? Is everything as it should be? Is it too good to be true? This is all about danger and fear, about listening to your gut, paying attention to red flags. Right, we got that wolf behind Little Red Riding Hood there, getting ready to go in the forest. Beware. I think this speaks to about traps being laid for the future. There's always something, there's never going to be a right time to leave because they're always going to have a net cast out for like the next 6 months. They're always going to find a way to trap you for the next 3 months, 6 months, year. You know, sometimes it's financially, sometimes it's by having kids right away. Sometimes it's by getting, and I know that, gosh, you know, me shooting my mouth off like this is one of the reasons I don't have comments anymore. Because I don't want to hear it. Some people come back and, how dare you say that? You're damn right I say that. You know, people play games. People can be not nice. And that doesn't mean that I have to be nice just because I don't want to be thought of as bad because someone's being manipulative or abusive. Especially standing by and watching that. I can't do it. So anyway, sorry. Man, maybe I had too much coffee. Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why people like this attach to people like you, Scorpio, for the Scorpios that I'm reading for, because you are a manifester. You can make things happen. You are reliable. Look at this house. Look at everything here. Look at all that you could provide and do provide for somebody. No wonder you're exhausted and wondering if you still want to be with this person. Because people like you can sometimes attract people that want to take and glom onto that because you're a powerhouse. So just be aware of that you have everything you need and you can do without this person. You don't owe them anything. If anything, they probably need to start pulling their weight to be worthy of what you can give. Maybe things aren't equal, but there does need to be an exchange. Otherwise, it's a ministry, not a relationship. So, you know, whatever people's currencies is that they work out with each other, like, okay, you take care of this, I'm going to take care of that in the relationship, fine. But there does have to be an exchange. Otherwise, ministry, not relationship. Growth. Yep. I think this is speaking to you getting out there and manifesting and creating the future that you want, and it's going to really take off for you. This is about you hitting a growth spurt, but also right now you're probably subdued and just kind of maybe waiting to see how this pans out. But this also speaks to if you get out there on your own and you start manifesting and you start making plans and you start putting things into motion, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right, Scorpio, I hope you are not offended. I understand, though, if you are. Sometimes I can get a mouth on me. I just don't like it when I see someone else being... I don't like that manipulation or control business. That's just not nice. So, in spite of my outburst, I hope this was helpful. And I hope that you come back and look at another reading and it didn't ruin it for you. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by and putting up with my tirade. Take care.